button. Okay. So I'm going to hit start record. Alright, so this is going to be the first game of the Rock Solid versus Epic Gaming. This is a winner's bracket match, and so I believe that, let's see, this one and Epic Gaming, whoever wins this one will go up against the winner of...
is it this one is going to go up against Solo Mid in the finals? No?
No, it's going to be whoever wins this one here goes up against... Hang on. Who was the winner? Okay. Well, Complexity and Defile, so Complexity won that one, and then it's Team Solo Mid versus Complexity right now. So whoever wins that one's going to be up against the winner of this one.
Okay.
So whoever wins TSM versus Complexity is going to face off against the winner of this one. All right, that makes sense.
Okay.
Alrighty. And I thought you had said DAO won, but I guess it was Complexity that won.
No, they lost.
Okay.
Yeah, they gave up the win.
They gave up the win. Okay.
However, DAO did just beat. They played Whale in the first round of the losers brackets and stomped.
Oh, okay, so they stomped well. So
yeah, so now they're currently going to be facing the winner of the CLG, or the loser rather of the CLG. Oh God, Bears game, I believe.
Okay.
Could be wrong though.
Something like
winner of that game will go face DAO in the next one.
All right.
So, sorry, kind of trying to keep track of the trees for you all here, but I think we got it figured out now.
Yeah, pretty much. Should be right. And so here we go. Interesting setup here. Again, I will talk about that. Probably going to be an Ash and Sona bottom lane. You're going to have Vladimir top most likely, and then Katarina mid. And let me see what they have to stop Katarina, because Katarina is kind of situational. Let's see. Okay, so Tarek and Malzahar, those are going to be the two things that they're going to have to save. I mean, it's really probably going to be more up to Tarek, because Malzahar is most likely going to do his initiation on somebody, and then Katarina's going to jump in there and bling, 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 just kill everybody.
Yep. I'm thinking, Poppy can also tackle her out, but I think it's really going to come down to Tarek, like you said. But either way, it's still kind of an interesting pick there, the Katarina, because they do have enough CC. They do have that point-click stun from, and he's can kind of get that pretty easily, I think. So interested in that pick, but I know Rock Solid is a pretty good team, and they I'm sure they're just playing champs that they're very good at, and obviously will understand Katarina's weaknesses and be able to go around those. So.
Okay, here we go. And coming up to the top, pretty standard level 1 positions, just guarding those blue buffs from any kind of counter jungle.
Yep, and looks like doesn't look like they're gonna probably run into each other. Like you said, this is kind of the standard where they're each kind of running to protect their own blue buff.
Yeah, looks like they might go to that triangle bush. I don't know if they're going to go for that level 1 gank or not, or if they just want to come around and maybe take off the red and small golems. So EG is actually going to be coming around trying to steal their own blue back, apparently, which they were expecting RS to be there. I kind of like this little game of cat and mouse type of hide and seek action at level 1. It's kind of funny to watch this.
It does look like they had a CV go down on there. Was that? Maybe not. Maybe that
I think that was actually Epic Gaming's CV into their own bush, just to make sure that RS wasn't waiting there for them. So, okay, here we go. We got a ward going down at the Wraith camp, and there is actually a ward down by EG, if you look on the minimap, towards the Baron area. Yep. So, there we go. Rambo is actually going to go ahead. He went ahead and counter-jungled those Wraiths. They lost the Wolves, and I wonder if they're going to stay around for the blue. Yep, they're going to go ahead and stay around and counter jungle that blue also.
Looks like they're
they're going for a... interesting. They're expecting somebody to get back to the lane right here. But, no, never mind. Ash decides she might actually be moving out too soon. This could be bad. There's 3 coming down on the minimap. And Sona's now cut off. She's going to get stunned by Tarek. And I'm just watching the minimap because I can't tell because Freak's not watching. But that's fine. This jungle creep is really important right now. So we're getting this Wraith. And there we go. There it is. Now we have a vision on Locust getting first blooded by Dyrus. That was bad positioning. They waited in that bush way too long. And there we go.
Yeah, and that was just exactly what you said. They waited too long. I think they were waiting to snag someone as they came down, and then Ash left the bush a little early, which separated her and Sona, and they were able to just cut off Sona and pick up that kill.
Oops. Yep. And so pretty good there. There's the first blood, and a little bit of counter jungle going on as well. Hopefully that doesn't put them too far behind, which I don't think it will. It's just 1 kill. Who got that? I didn't really even pay attention.
That was Dyrus who got it, who was actually playing Tarek.
Okay, so not too bad, actually. Giving a support that first blood is not going to be a huge factor. It's more of a factor if you give it to a carry who can out-zone and out-lane their opponent at that point. That's when it really gets trouble. So if you notice, Scar's actually picked up an elixir, so she can go for probably some kind of baited attack, some kind of kill with that elixir. Maybe bait him to think she has low health, and she pops the elixir and then finishes it up with a blade and kills him. We'll see if that happens or not, though. She's doing a good job of kind of zoning.
She really is. She's doing a very good job. You saw her jump out there. She shenpoed to him, did some harass, and then he tried to turn around and counter harass, but just really couldn't do much to her. So I think that that kind of shows the dominance there of Katarina in lane. You see a little bit of counter jungling there from the Lee Sin. He's taking their wraiths again, while Nunu is up at his blue buff.
Alright, so I think that Lee Sin wants to get in here and try and do a gank, but Malzahar's pushed up really far to the turret, so it might not happen.
Yeah,
so
he's kind of waiting around.
He's going for that counter jungle again. Corki's pushing really hard on Vladimir, just taking advantage of the fact that it takes a couple of levels before Vladimir gets to his pinnacle.
I am going to have to be right back. I've got a couple of phone calls that have come in 3 in a row now, so it's some sort of emergency, I think. I will be right back.
No, that's fine. Go ahead. I'll be able to commentate this. So, middle, Malzahar is getting pushed pretty hard. Lee Sin went in there to do some damage. Doesn't look like he was able to pick up a kill. Maybe doing some damage on him, getting his health low, and making it more difficult for him to lane against Katarina. That's going to be the main thing. But once he hits 6, it could be bad for her if he's able to get some harass off and keep her pretty low. And I think she wants to harass back this Nunu, and that's probably what he wants as well, because he can keep his health up while taking hers down. Now, bottom lane is just, let's see, it's going to be Ash and Sona, of course. And that should be a pretty strong lane, except for the fact that Dyrus is going to be able to keep Poppy healed up. And what she's going to want to do is just farm up, farm up, farm up. And once she gets her Philosopher's Stones, it's going to be really difficult for them to do any kind of harassment on her, just because she can regenerate her health so much. And it looks like Lee Sin's trying to sneak in up there. If you notice the path that Lee Sin took, he snuck in all the way through the top brushes, so Corki actually has no idea that Lee Sin is in that bush. And once he pushes back out, this could be a kill on him if he's not careful. Alright, so we'll see if this is going to happen. Alright, Rambo actually coming in a little bit soon, missing everything on him. Not really effective, but I think he just wants to get back to that jungle and start farming up some creep score for himself, not wanting to wait around and potentially miss out on his own farm. But Nunu now coming in, trying to gank. Too bad for him, he doesn't realize Vladimir is actually teleported out, which is fine because Westrise actually has to push all the way back to the tower, and by the time his creeps get there, Vladimir will actually already be back. And so he's not going to miss out on anything at all. He'll actually be there just in time to farm that up without too much problem. And both bottom lane is teleporting out for RS. They're just going to go back and buy their items, and Poppy's continuing to farm up here. I'm sure she's pretty close to having enough money to get those Philosopher's Stones. And so, mid lane, alright, here's this creep score. We've got Poppy actually 42 CS, not bad at all, only 4 kills behind Corki, so she's just pretty much free farming this lane. There's not much that Ash and Sona can do to her, which is surprising because generally Sona is known to be one of the better harassing champions with her passive. Now I don't know if Dan knows that Rambo's here, but he's going to come around in this bush, and Rambo actually coming in behind. But Dan might actually get a kill off on Rambo. South's coming in and locking him down. Lots of damage going down. Scar's even being slowed, taking lots of hits from all of those different spells, and it's just going to be a lot harder for her to stay in the lane. She might actually have to be right here. So there you go. Katarina's going to go ahead and head back to town to buy. Nope, she changed her mind and wants to get some of this creep farm. She knows that she does not want to get behind and give an advantage to that Malzahar.
Well, and remember, as I just came back, remember she does have that red pot still.
You're right. So she could potentially, now Salsa's ultimate is down, so she could probably go in here. He went ahead and ghosted. He did not want, man, if she had popped her ultimate, I think she would have got the kill right there. But she may have used it earlier.
That red pot, by the way.
Ah, I see.
She did use that and jump forward, but she just didn't get the ultimate off.
Unfortunately, I wonder if she got silence. I didn't see a silence go down. I just saw him run away, so.
Yeah, I didn't see one either. I'm thinking either she possibly had used it earlier to try to save that Lee Sin, or she could have just not had time to really get in the right position before he had gotten away.
Yeah. I don't play too much Katarina, so I'm not great with it. Man, that's weird. Cutie Pie put a ward in that bush to prevent that from happening, and she still got stunned by the Taric and zoned by that. And Loki's taking so much damage, that Ignite's going to take him out. Doublelift getting the kill. Not good, because Doublelift is such a strong player on Poppy. He is known for his Blitzcrank, but Poppy's really good too. Look at that. Popping her into the wall. Perfect stun by Poppy into that wall. What an amazing play. Getting both kills on bottom, and they're just demolishing these guys. Rock Solid having a very difficult time at this point. And Westrock's actually going to dive. Why did you do that? That is, you don't dive. You do not dive a Vladimir with a pole.
Ever. That was a
no.
very
Got baited.
Mistake. We do have Vlad actually, who's probably going to maybe take some damage from that Malzahar. Of course, that isn't important to watch. It was more important to watch this mid-fight. But he was able to go pick off that Vladimir at the tower. We saw his silence go in right before Freak moved to the camera, which is okay. I mean, he was able to just pick off that Vlad, I think, really no problem.
I was reading chat there, and Darius just told Restaurants, he said, heavy, so heavy. He was like, you're so heavy to carry.
So heavy to carry. They're just having fun with this, I think. Rock Solid is a great team, but I think as we've seen here, EG is just really high-class players. Most of the said, and they've all been playing together for years, which is what I think CLG knew and why they knew they'd be such a threat. So. Doublelift
is being slowed constantly. He's going to have to be... he's fine. I mean, once he gets below a certain amount of HP, he's going to take a lot less damage. By the way, for those who don't know, Poppy's passive, if there's, I think it's something like, once she gets to a certain amount of health, she only takes half damage from attacks.
Yeah, it's essentially like the easiest way for me to explain it is the less health she has, the less damage she takes.
Yeah, it's basically the way it works.
Yeah.
I think it works based off of like a percentage. Like if it does more than like 10% of her health, then it only does half.
Yeah, I can go ahead and look that up.
Yeah, I think it's something like that, like 10% or 15%. It'll only do half if it does that amount of damage. That's why it's really good against like big bursty spells such as Karthus and whatnot.
Okay, so I guess that the actual passive is if an attack would do more than 10% damage, it's reduced by 50%.
Yeah, there you go. So I guessed it right. I used to play Poppy back in 3, so we might have a gank going on here. Rambo and Scar are coming around, but little do they know, Dan is also in wait, and this could be a scary gank. Oh man, Ash Arrow going down in perfect ultimate by Poppy. Gonna push Rambo into the wall, pick up the kill on her. Very pro play. I think Doublelift has just shown how strong he is on that Poppy. That is amazing. And Locust now getting killed. This gank is getting turned around. They may actually get 3 kills. Scar getting locked down by Sauce, and she's able to just blink past. But is that passive going to kill her? No! Her health potion keeps her alive with, I don't know how much, 20 HP? Oh my gosh. That was so close. Yeah.
Well played there by that Katarina getting out of that. However, I mean, you're really just seeing the level of play here that EG is demonstrating. They're all over the map. They're getting ganks and kills in every lane almost. Now they're going to pick up a dragon. It's really just kind of snowballing into their favor at this point, and I'm not sure what Rock Solid can really do to come back from it. They just have so much damage there with that Poppy lane. She's just absolutely destroying them.
Yeah, definitely. And I just turned you up. Apparently, my Skype call made XSplit silent. I don't know how to change that. I wish Skype would not do that. It's very frustrating.
I had done that. I figured it out when I was trying to fix the mic, and now I can't remember. But I had to go actually into my computer's audio settings and then change it.
Yeah, I'll figure it out later. But anyways, you're good now. So they were saying that you're quiet, but I fixed that. So, alrighty.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, no problem. Okie dokie, and so right now, 8 kills for Epic Gaming to Rock Solid's 1. They are getting steamrolled on right now, and that's, you know, I was saying to Kel, I think, before you popped on here, I was like, this is either going to be like a really epic, surprising game, or it's going to be a big like letdown and not a surprise. Because I was like, man, this team comp just doesn't look very dangerous to me at all.
Yeah.
And so far, it looks like. I mean, they are kind of getting outplayed. Poppy is just destroying them down low, but at the same time, like, I don't know.
Well, who can tank for them at this point? They really don't have any character who can survive any amount of damage to allow them to get anything done.
Yeah, they've got sort of tanky, a little bit more higher survivability with Katarina will generally build like health items. Lee Sin's got the shield, and then Vlad's tanky from building, you know, whatever he builds, he's got health from building that. So. I mean, he's got that, but other than that, you're right. I mean, there's not much there. Whereas at the same time, though, EG really doesn't have a tank either. They've got all DPS as well. So.
Well, they have Nunu.
Yeah.
I mean, they have Nunu, and then they have Tarek as well, who can build, you know, pretty tanky. So.
Yeah, that's true, but it's more like HP tanky, not like actual resistance tanky.
Yeah.
Here we go, Poppy going in, trying to put some hurt down on Ash, and I almost feel like he could have ulted and killed her, but it could have possibly gone bad as well. Danjin getting taken down up top. Very good job for EG. They were able to finish that off. That's right, it's going to go ahead and pick up Rambo kill. No, he's not. He's going to get baited. And, oh, Sauce. Great ultimate saving West... No, not saving West Rise, but almost saving West Rise. That was actually pretty close. I'll give him that. Darius might actually come in here. Look at that. Flashes in, tries to get the double kill, but he might not get it. Wow.
He goes down. Wow. Well played.
Look at that. And then it's also going to get taken out too. Epic Gaming getting demolished now. And, geez, that could be what Rock Solid needed to come back. That was really good play by them.
Huge confidence boost right there to Rock Solid. I mean, they'd really been stomped all early game, but they just came in and picked that off very low. I think EG got a little bit arrogant, a little bit cocky, really diving for these players, assuming that they wouldn't have the skill to kite them around, and they just absolutely got kited. So, you know, right into all 3 of them dying.
Yeah, I agree. So that was pretty wild overall. Let's take a look here. 8-5. I don't know who picked up Dragon. I know it's down, but I don't know who picked it up. I'm guessing it was. I'm guessing it was EG because that's because the icon's down for us. So that's probably what that means. And as far as creep score, I'm not sure how they're doing there, but I do remember seeing Doublelift was actually farming like better than Ash and everything was, so that was interesting.
You know, Doublelift has taken a lot of flack lately. With when he was on CLG, he really wasn't used as one of their main players, and the couple games he did play, they ended up losing, and he took a lot of flack because of that. But he's really showed here just how quality of a player he is. Yeah,
I mean, he got up to a really high elo, and he was at around a. Oh, so there we go. Kill middle lane. Sauce getting ganked by Rambo and Scar. I'm guessing just a big burst combination, no stuns or anything, just taking him out. But anyways, yeah, Doublelift. He got up there. He had like a win rate of 77% in like the top 10, which is pretty hard to do, I'd say.
Oh, yeah, it is. I mean, he's a very good player. I think that he probably didn't get the credit that he necessarily deserved while he was in CLG, which is probably why we saw a lot of the switch there. But he's a very good player and, you know, plays really well in general. So I'm not surprised to see him down here dominating this lane. I mean, really, he's been kind of 1v2. Looks like they are going to have a gank going down here on him.
Yeah, he's in big trouble right now. Rambo coming around with red buff. Doublelift uses... Oh, that was pro play. You see that? So he uses the ultimate on Sona, knowing that Sona doesn't do any damage, can't slow him that much, and then actually uses the gank from Rambo to get away. That was really awesome. I like to see that. That was great. And well,
it's really cool seeing them utilize the different skills in various ways. It was very well played there. he was able to just get out of that gank no problem. And I for sure thought he was going to go down, but just really smart with throwing down that ult and then tackling away.
Yeah. Poppy is difficult to take out when she's got her ultimate if she's trying to escape, and you know she just puts that ultimate on your support, and you're just like, oh damn it. Yeah. Excuse me.
Well, I would like to see the score again. I know that Skara plays just an amazing Katarina here, as we've seen, and I'd like to see how well he's doing because it depends on how he's snowballing here against mid.
Yeah, he's already 2 levels higher than Sauce, though. He's doing quite a good job. I'm not sure what items he has. I'm guessing he's going to go for the Gunblade. That's a pretty standard build for Katarina. Once you get that,
he does have the Gunblade.
Yeah, so he is building into it. He went for the Revolver first, I'm guessing, so he can shoot his little bouncy blades and heal up from those. Top lane here is going to go down, and so Rock Solid's actually, is bottom lane down? Yeah, Rock Solid is actually ahead, and Epic Gaming going to go ahead and pick up a kill on Skara here. Dandian came from behind and was able to pop down his ultimate so she couldn't get away. That's pretty good play.
Yeah, it was very good. It looks like Malzahar really got the suppress on Dragon is go ahead and pick up that with taking advantage of the fact that Skara is dead, and I don't think they're really gonna have a problem. Although Ashe does know they're there, so she did hawkshot them.
Yep. So there's the hawkshot, and not like it matters. I mean, she can't take them 1v3. It's not possible. So Tarek, it looks like he's just trying to push mid, and Lee Sin is not having it. He said, "Get out of here, Dyrus. Go away. It's my lane."
So they haven't lost any towers yet. I guess it looks like Rock Solid is up by 1 tower. They have pushed that top tower down. But EG, I think, is ahead as far as kills. They've gotten now 2 dragons. We're going to have to see if the push advantage there helps them. Although it looks like Vlad is kind of staying top to make sure that they don't take this top tower from him. So he's not really roaming too much and taking advantage of his free lane.
Screen like went black.
Oh, no.
There he goes.
We're watching Nunu leave base currently.
Alright, so we're back in here, and we should be caught up. It's just like, I don't know if that's their stream or mine or what. Alright, it just keeps like freezing on me. Okay, so we are 9-6 and score with 1 tower down, which is kind of going to even that up just a bit. And as far as dragons, I think that EG's actually ahead on dragons. So they've gotten like 2 dragons at this point. Oh no! West-Rice has no tower to fall back to, and he actually flashes to the other side of that ultimate, which was not useful for him at all. In other words, it just wasted his flash and still died. I don't know why he did that. He's going to need that flash later for something else, and since there was nowhere for him to go anyways, I don't feel like he should have wasted that. That's kind of one of those
I think he was just trying to do the best. Yeah, I think he was trying to do the best he could to juke them by any means possible. But even if he had gotten away with that flash, where was he really expecting to go? Is the question.
I'm not sure. But here we go. Some action down here. Sona getting an ultimate off, and Daniel getting taken out 1v4. So looking at the creep score as well that was just popped up, the Vladimir's at about 170 CS at the top, and below him, the next one is Poppy, only 20 CS behind. So doing a really good job, actually almost keeping up in farm with Vladimir's. That's pretty good. So that's basically like one champion kill behind, if you think of it in terms of gold.
Yeah.
And Katarina did finish up her Gunblade, so she's going to be doing quite a bit of damage at this point. But she's probably going to want to build into a Riley's next. We'll see if she does that or not. And Doublelift, I haven't looked at his items yet. I don't know if he's going for AD or if he's going for an AP build.
I don't know if you noticed. I think the Katarina did pick up the pickaxe.
She's got another pickaxe?
Oh, no, just the one.
Well, she built into a Gunblade, so.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yep.
So West-Rice does have his Manamune, and he's going for his Sheen next. He's almost got it. He just has the Mana Crystal, so he'll be going for the Trinity Force. Vladimir most likely is going for a Tome. He's going to turn that Revolver into a Tome later game, but not until he gets his Death Cap, of course.
Yeah.
And let's see. Doublelift. There we go. Doublelift doing the standard Philosopher's Stone. He is going to go AP. He's got a Sheen, and he's got the... oh, man. So there's some action going on here. I'm going to go ahead and talk about that later. But West-Rice getting ultimate by the Vladimir. Good deal there. There was 3 people there to finish him up. and he does get taken out. So 2 kills ahead now. Epic Gaming, definitely not the big lead that they had early game, but who knows? It's still anyone's game at this point. Doublelift going in for the kill. Amikupe running right to the wall. Not what you want to do against the Poppy. You want to run towards the Poppy. But
the Poppy.
He wanted to go ahead and die faster so he can get back to his tower quickly, I'm guessing.
Oh my gosh. The damage going down there, Doublelift on that Ashe was just... It just shows you how deadly Poppy can really get farmed.
She used her Deathfire Grasp and just completely melted that Ashe. I mean, had no chance of escape after getting stunned into the wall. Took full damage from that.
It looks like Katarina's going to go down there to stop that push. I don't think that Poppy is diving. I think just kind of exchanging a little bit of harass there.
Mm-hmm.
Poppy does have some team support coming down where Katarina does not, and she's pulling back from that tower, which kind of surprises me. She was at full health, so
yeah, they saw that she has a ward there. It just expired though.
Oh yeah, so she sees the whole.
So there was like 4 people there that could have ganked, and you know, she can't really AOE farm those creeps down, so they could easily gank her if she stayed around. But now that they're back, she's going to go ahead and continue farming. Rambo. So let's see. Rambo's going for what? Warmogs, I guess. That's what it seems like.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for the Warmogs. He's got the 3 items for it.
So going to be going for Warmogs on Lee Sin. Just trying to be just the HP tanky. And then
yeah, I think that's what he's kind of take his role there as being tank for this team.
Salts does have a death cap, so he's going to be really deadly with all of his abilities. Ashe, I'm not sure how she's farming. So we'll have to, there's that Warmogs. And so Ashe, I'm guessing just going to go for a standard build with Infinity Edge, probably move into a Phantom Dancer. We'll have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the Nunu, I think he's probably got some gold for 5 items as well, and he's just going to do standard, cheap, tanky items, which you do most of the time on your supports and jungles that don't farm well.
Yep. I think that right now it's just kind of farm game. It looks like they did take down that tower mid. I didn't see them actually do that, or if I did, I didn't take notice of the fact that they did that.
Yeah, so that's kind of even on towers now, and again, this is probably going to come down to one of those. Man, he's going to have to be careful. If he gets in front of that tower and Doublelift decides to smash him, he's going to be taking lots of damage. And I think Sona's just waiting for that.
I think she was baiting for that. Yeah, I think that was the goal, is that she was hoping to survive the initial burst and damage and then get the Sona ult down on her and then ult her right in tower, and it would have been a tough day for little Poppy.
But she's fine. So we're going to go up and try and do some things in the jungle. We've got two people coming in around the backside of the jungle. Doublelift standing by the blue buff, and he is scouted here, but... here it comes. So everyone going to close around on Poppy. She stayed around way too long. After Ashe saw her, I don't know why he decided to stay in like that. Oh, nice ultimate by Sona. Kept her locked down. She's going to flash out and be okay, but at the same time, she's not careful. She might get caught anyway. She's slowed by that Ashe hero. Jeez, what a great escape. Oh, nice bait. Did you see that ultimate by Nunu? Completely demolishing Boy, and now down goes Sauce as well. But
Malzahar had caught Boy over the wall there in his ult, so he suppressed Boy, which is why his health melted so fast.
Yeah, so this is bad. Rock Solid getting 100% destroyed. An ace by Epic Gaming, 16-9. They're probably going to push down bottom and mid tower. Westrise probably wants to push mid, but I don't know. I guess he's just going to go for Dragon and then B. I feel like he really could have put some damage on the mid tower. They didn't really need him on that Dragon, so I'm not sure what he was doing. But they're going to go ahead and back out here and come back, take their jungle buffs, and continue pushing, and probably hope for another strong fight like that.
Yeah, that fight really just kind of turned the game to EG's favor. I think before that there was maybe a little bit of hope. Rock Solid was, I mean, they're definitely not out of the game. Don't miss.
Yeah, they've only lost one turret, so it's really not that bad. If they had lost 2 turrets there, I would have said that would have been much stronger than going for Dragon. Like, I would have rather have seen them take mid tower and then taken bottom tower, but I don't know.
Well, and the thing is that if they had taken that other mid turret, then on the way back they could have picked up an easy dragon. So it kind of does surprise me that they didn't just all push mid and then go pick up the dragon on the way back.
Oh, wow. Doublelift picking up a kill on Scar. So much burst. And I don't even know what happened. I just saw the little thing pop up.
Oh, I didn't even see it happen either. Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah. Scar literally just melted. I mean, it's her body. She must have just evaporated into thin air.
Just disappeared.
She's gone. For my next trick, I'll make you disappear. Except my name's Poppy, not Shaco.
Alright, so here we go. It looks like they are going to try to get this Baron, taking advantage of the fact that Scar is dead. They've got the CV going down on them, and Lee Sin has thrown a ward, and they don't have an Oracle, it looks like. So, oh no, they do have an Oracle. There it is.
Yeah.
They're in the turret, so they're just kind of waiting. There, he's thrown in.
PewDiePie will probably do his thing, and there we go. So he is coming in, not able to actually steal that. And man, Lucas gets destroyed. 2 people sitting around in that void zone get melted immediately. This is probably GG. They were just basically going all or nothing at that point, and 2 people killed once again. I just don't know. Rock Solid is throwing this game away. It is a best of 3 though, so it could be anybody's game in the next 2.
You know, and this kind of demonstrates the play difference. And like you said, it is anybody's game. Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh! She literally was molten! It was crazy!
Just can't stand up to it. I mean, as soon as she picks someone, it's just they're dead. End of story.
It was literally from like 80% to 0 instantly. Damn! Oh, that's painful.
As I was saying, the level of play here on EG is just really, really high. They're relatively new, as I was saying earlier, they're relatively new to this tournament circuit. They just came in the past, month or 2, which most of these teams have been fighting through the Premier League and the Go for LOL game. Wow, this is a really new team here, and just showing how great they are. Great players.
Poppy is just, man, carrying this game like a boss. She has completely demolished bottom lane, and now just taking people out one at a time, no problem. Man.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you see that burst, like, how can you really? She just picked up that carry, slammed against the wall, and dead. End of story. There isn't really much anyone can do about that, and that's why Poppy is so strong. She can throw down that ult like she saw earlier and absolutely baited this team fight because everyone just wanted her so bad. She was so low, and then she ulted that Sona, and what do you do?
Exactly. And so she's got a Lichbane and a I always forget the name. Yeah, Deathfire Grass. And so her burst potential is when you put that ultimate. Oh, jeez. So now she's taking out turrets too. Unstoppable.
Unstoppable, this Poppy.
Mm-hmm.
You see Quirky here pushing down this tower top, and he's going to take that no problem.
Yeah, they're pretty much going to win this game at this point. I mean, I don't feel like RS has the team comp that could come back from this.
Well, they don't have, what they don't have is the CC to stop Poppy, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, they have Ashe, but all he has to do is throw his ult down on that Sona, and then he might take her stun, but I don't think they can kill him before the stun is up. And if they focus Poppy, then they leave up Malzahar and everyone else. So
yeah, even without Poppy going in there and just demolishing everybody, they still got to deal with Malzahar and Corki.
Yeah.
Such high damage potential. And they're just not taking enough to deal with it. And oh, there's the standard. I mean, I see this all the time. The standard Malzahar on the other side of the wall, popping in, then ultimate in the void zone. And there goes Poppy, taking out Skara onto the Nexus. And Poppy has no problem getting out of here. He's actually going to wait for Ashe. He's zoning out Ashe. Ashe cannot go back to Nexus. She's going to die to the team. Wow.
My gosh, and that was just wow. Poppy just absolutely denying that Ashe to get back to her. Get back
she's going to teleport here, and she's going to be okay. That was kind of funny, though. So,
yeah, it was.
Look at the damage on the turret. Watch this turret go down. Did you see her hit it?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, watch her hit it. Boom, 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 boom. That's so fast.
Oh, wow. And, and that's game. So we've got first game goes to EG. Well played, really, really just strong. There's Corky doing his dance in the Nexus.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And they had so much burst. I mean, with the Triforce on Corky, which, did he even get Triforce? I can't tell. He already moved.
Yeah, they left too quickly.
Yeah. So I guess we're going to jump